tournaments around the world, through the group stages here, the knockout stages that have led to this final. It's a wonderful occasion. It's from the Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow, and it's live. This is the big day, the biggest day in world football. The World Cup final, it only comes around once every 4 years, and the prize is to be the top country in the world game. It's a brilliant setting, the Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow, and we're lucky to be here, we being myself, Martin Tyler, and Alan Smith.
Yeah, we certainly are lucky. You think back to previous finals, they've not all been absolute entertainment, but I think this one will, given the two sets of strikers on show. I've got to say, I think there'll be goals out there.
And we pause now for the national anthems.
Thank you.
The two teams that have fought their way through all the way into this final here in Moscow today. What an occasion, what a thrill for them, and what a thrill for us. It's underway.
Yeah, the biggest day for each and every one of these players, the biggest day in their careers.
Australia go into this game with these 11 players. I think that back four is really important for them. They've got to be strong and solid, but they've got a bit of protection, haven't they?
They have. They should have more than enough. And they're all good defenders in their own rights, but in front of them, they've got players who are going to be working really hard. Whether they could be a threat on the front foot, we'll wait and see.
And Germany are going to go for this lineup for this match. Shot up! Nowhere near.
No, he's miscued that one. Miscued it badly.
Khedira. Sami Khedira. Mesut Ozil. Juric. Played forward, a bit of menace in this attack. Muller. Hector. Thomas Müller. Behic. That's a good spot by the defender. These two have got a great understanding with their passing. So we'll restart with a throw-in. Hector. Khedira. Aiming for Thomas Müller. Goal! It's the first goal in the 2018 World Cup final.
Well, what a moment for the lad, and what a good finish it was.
The goal there was superbly taken.
It's come in from a long way out, and from that angle, it's not always easy to finish.
Defenders caught out by it in the end.
Well, it was just perfect from the delivery to the finish. Top marks.
Looking good for Germany. They now lead. Behic getting forward now into attack Australia. Mesut Ozil. Well, it is amazing that these two teams have got to the World Cup final. It does show that... Now the shot! They blocked it then. Julian Draxler. Well, just to go back to what we were about to say about this final in particular, and how these sides have really fought their way through against the odds to get into an arena where the whole world will be watching today.
And it's how they handle that. They'll be well aware of the scrutiny that's going to be upon them over the next 90 minutes or more.
Cleared away, well away from goal. Mesut Ozil. Yedina. Julian Draxler. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. Looking to find Müller in the middle. Müller anticipated the direction of the pass and was able to intervene. Gets his foot in there. Werner. Werner!
And here's a chance to show how good they are at corners and maybe increase their advantage.
Corner played in. Müller!
Good stop by the goalkeeper. Germany, that half-time whistle probably can't come soon enough.
This could be a chance. Mesut Özil. Juric. Good defending. Thomas Müller.
Won it back with an interception.
Behic. Looking good, this move.
Spotted that well and intercepted.
The shot's on! Good stretch by the goalkeeper to push that away from danger.
Well, he has cleared the danger. That's half-time at 1-0.
And we're off and running for the second half of the World Cup final, and still absolutely everything to play for.
You just get the sense nobody out there wants to make a mistake, but they're going to have to show the hand a little bit more in this second half.
On to Müller. It's a combination of skill and will to hold off the opposition.
Germany moving the ball well into the attacking areas. He has to clear it.
Able to cut that out with some sharp movement. Here's Özil. One in front. They would be a lot more comfortable if they were two in front, and they really could have been.
Yeah, might they look back on that with a bit of regret, because that was a great chance to extend the lead, wasn't it?
Well, time is ticking away. It's time for a change, and here it comes.
He's on the move all the time and makes lots of these interceptions. I think he saw the look from the other player and saw where the pass was going and read it. It's Kimmich. They could pose some danger now.
Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. On to Müller.
Emre Can.
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch.
Shots on here. A chance for his second goal of the match. The goalkeeper determined not to be beaten a second time.
Yeah, I think he was disappointed how he got beaten the first, so made amends there.
And in it goes. It's a corner that's been wasted, really. Stopped at the near post. Here's a chance to go down the outside of the opposition. Trying to pick out someone in the centre. Here, it's the goalkeeper's ball. And he could get away here. The return ball. Terrific tackle. Cahill. Could have been in, really, until the interception. Real opening now. Super reflexes from the goalkeeper.
They're going to have to restart with a throw. Well, the manager will be delighted with the way his team have played so far, but he's going to make a substitution here just to hope that he can retain this lead.
Lecky. Well, they're in a good position here. The equaliser here. Shot blocked here. Comes out with a punch to clear the danger.
In comes the challenge.
Putting on the squeeze again and forcing an error, really a wasteful clearance. Just lent the ball to his mate and got it back again. Cahill. Nothing wrong with that tackle. In fact, it was a terrific effort. Emre Can.
Well, there's still a few minutes to go in this game, but Germany aren't going to be caught now, one would think, unless it is a total collapse. They've been in control for so long, that really isn't going to happen. Germany's day.
Can. Well, they look promising there in that wide area, but the defender's done well. Throw in now. Thomas Müller. Tackle here. That'll be a goal kick. Australia going to make a change. Getting forward well as a team now. On the move and able to cut out the pass. We've got 2 added minutes. That's been signalled now.
2 minutes of added time.
Goretzka. Under some pressure, he shielded it well. Now here's a chance to get at the opposition. They have retained the World Cup and they equal Brazil as world champions for a 5th time. Extraordinary effort from Germany.
Well, to do it a second time on the bounce, Martin, takes some talent and resolve. I know there's been different players involved, but as a unit, as a team, the togetherness has been absolutely exceptional.
Against their names in football history, long after they've gone, it will say world champion. There's no higher accolade.
No, and it's difficult to argue that they're not deserved winners in this competition. To a man, they gave it their all out there.
Champions of the world, the best feeling in the world. They're on top of the world.
There's a real togetherness amongst those players, and they've needed it at times. They came through some sticky periods in this competition, but it was all worth it, wasn't it?
Sharing it with the supporters, and they'll know where their families are as well. Forever linked with Moscow, forever linked with Russia, forever linked with the FIFA World Cup.
And they've needed those fans at times, they've stuck with them. And quite rightly, they acknowledge that support.
They will not want this day to end, but they will get some souvenirs of it now as the photographers gather for these prime pictures of the winners of the FIFA World Cup 2018.